Hey guys, it's Vintage Vinny, and welcome to part 2 of my enormous thrift haul. Got a great assortment of stuff in this video, as well as the first that I'm looking forward to sharing with you all. Stay tuned! I thought this was really cool. This is a 1986 Ghostbusters bag. I think it's a duffel bag, judging by the size and the way that it looks. There is the Ghostbusters logo. Overall in very good condition. The only thing that's really wrong with it is if you look at this this image right here, you can see there's lots of issues with the decal that was on there. But overall, it's in pretty good shape. I didn't do any research, I just kind of grabbed it because this came from that shop where you have to have a minimum of $5 in order to charge. So I paid $1.99 for that. And I will do some research and see what it sells for. Again, I think I can fold this up and send it in a poly mailer because it's so light and it's not too heavy. I found these really awesome boomerang mugs, very mid-century. Give you a little close-up of them. I thought they were very cool. They're made by Jackson China from Fall Creek, Pennsylvania. I thought those were very interesting. It was $2 or 2 for 99 cents. So these Fire King plates with the blue flowers on them were a part of that. So essentially 50 cents a piece. That's a pretty good deal. I didn't really want the Fire King plates. I just wanted the boomerang mugs. But I had to buy those because they were marked as a set. So I might look up these blue floral plates and see what they sell for. And even if they sell for $8 for the set, that's still pretty good. I'll see what happens. These are saucers, by the way, if I didn't mention that. But I love those boomerang mugs. And if I see vintage mugs like this, and they're cheap, like they were 50 cents, I will buy them. So this was at that charity thrift store the last time I was there. Now, I don't normally go for the tins, because they just don't generate a whole lot of money, and there's so many of them out there. But I said to myself, if it was still there, I was going to get it, and it was, so I went ahead and did it. It was only $1. I did see this on eBay, and someone was trying to ask $16 for it. I believe it's probably from the 70s or the 80s. There's no markings on it to indicate who made it or what year it's from. But I definitely liked the different colors. I liked the different jack-o'-lanterns, and I liked the bat. The lid's got some condition issues. There's a couple of dings and dents, but, I mean, what do you expect from vintage? Perfection? I don't think so. But I thought that was really cool, and I can definitely use that to store some stuff in. Like, if I have some really delicate pieces that I don't want ruined, I can always put it in here when I'm storing stuff. So that was kind of a no-brainer right there. Got this at the vendor mall where my dad has a booth. If you remember a while back, I picked up another one of these. It was only $1. I haven't tested to see if it works, but the battery compartment is rather clean. The screen does have some scratching and stuff on it. The other one that I bought, I think, was in much better condition. So we will see what happens with that. I might list this one for $20 because the toy's in rougher shape. But that's still pretty good, and I almost put it down. So, not sure what I'm going to do with this really ugly stocking. I'm not really into quilted stuff because that's just not my style. But this either looks handmade or I don't know. I just thought somebody would really enjoy it. It was $1. If I don't list it, I'll be giving it to somebody. Maybe JoJo or Miss Stone Home, whoever responds first to say if they want it. But yeah, there's no maker's mark on it. It was only $1. Not sure if it would generate anything, but I will see what happens. Now, this guy is in pretty rough shape. It's a 1983 Alvin stuffed animal. I got that for $2 for 80s Toy Hunter. I know she's always on the lookout for those 80s toys. And if I see something that is rather iconic from the 80s that isn't worth a whole lot of money and that I know she'll appreciate, I'm going to get it for her and I'll add it to her stash. So this was 99 cents. This, again, is not relatively old. It's from 1994, so it's 25 years old. It's one of those pillow kits. Heart and Holly is the pattern name. Again, I paid only $1 for it, and I think I'm probably going to be able to get 20 bucks out of it. I think it's going to ship first class. You can just throw that in a bubble mailer, and out it goes. And the last thing I would like to share with you all is a set of really, really cute Native American salt and pepper shakers. They've been there for a while, and I kind of hesitated on getting them, but today I just said, what the heck. I just thought these were really cool. And I think they're in Boots or something like that. They have a quality product Japan foil label on the bottom of them. I just liked the different colors, and I'm slowly but surely getting into the vintage Thanksgiving stuff. Not too much, but stuff like this I will go ahead and take. Like, I'm not into the paper die cuts of like the settlers and stuff like that. I just like kitschy stuff like this. So yeah, that's everything that I picked up. So let's go ahead and conclude this video. Now we can jump into some smaller items. What do you think about that? So this very first item was sitting up by the showcases. This is probably from the late 50s into the 60s. It's a Floriza metal poodle bobblehead pin cushion. Now, I did pay up for this. $4 was what I paid. I just bought it because I thought it was cool, and I know that poodles are very much part of the mid-century decor. And I looked it up shortly after I bought it, and they don't go for a whole lot of money. I probably will be able to get $12 more than what I paid, so I'm thinking I might ask $15 to $17 for this. And this is small enough to the point where it can go first class, so I think this will sell to any person who loves the mid-century stuff. So I did pay up on that, but I said what the heck, because those bubble blowers are going to make a heap ton of money. Running along with things that I paid up for today, I spotted this, and I thought it was really, really cool. It's one of those desktop calendars, and you just flip it, and, you know, it just tells you what to do, of course. You got the months, and you've got the days. It's made in Japan. Now, like I said, I did pay up for this. I paid $6 for it. But like I said, because I bought those bubble blowers, I knew this was going to be paid off. I just really liked the images of Florida on it. Now, I don't normally go for souvenir pieces, primarily because they're not worth a whole lot of money, but this is really, really cool. It's making me want to sell that other one that I have. But yeah, this was just too cool to leave behind, and I think the manager was the one who was ringing, and she's like, I'm really happy that you bought this stuff because it's better than it sitting here and possibly getting broken. So I gave them the $6 that they wanted for it. I think it's cool. So as you all know, I've been finding a lot of wall pockets lately, and I found this really cute one. It's of a little girl, what is she doing? She's just leaning on her windowsill. There's a plant right here. She's leaning out of her bedroom window. I paid $1.50 for this. I think because there are no cracks or chips and it's in phenomenal condition, oh, by the way, it is made in Japan, I think I can get $15 to $17 out of this. This was really, really interesting. This is a vintage vanity powder puff box. It's made of plastic. Shabby chic with the rose on it. Paid 50 cents. It's made by the Schwarz Bros Plastics Company, was based in Glendale, California. Made in the United States. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I might end up selling it, or it may just go to somebody. And I think she knows who she is at this point. I'm going to do some research on it first. If it's not going for a whole lot, Miss Stonehome will probably get that. Now, I've got a really, really interesting piece of... it's a baby planter. Now, while I don't plan on having any kids myself, I'm very much attracted to the different vintage baby planters that are out there. This one's in the shape of a rattle. It was $2. It had been sitting there for a while, and I think this may be chipped. Yeah, there's a slight chip on here, but you can't really tell, especially with the light pink. I liked it because there's a cat on it. And something, I mean, if you turn it this way, am I wrong? Does that not look like a nipple to you? It definitely does. So I paid $2 for that. Very clean. In terms of age, probably 60s. Late 50s into the 60s. It's hard to date these, especially when there's not a foil sticker on the bottom. This could be Rubens, it could be Napco, it could be Lefton, it could be any of those names. But I just thought that was really cute and kitschy. So I got this from the charity thrift store that doesn't let you charge any more than $5, or your minimum has to be $5. I found another Old Spice mug, shaving mug, and the brush right here and the mug itself were taped together in two separate bags. They were both marked $1, but I guess because they were taped together, it was $1 for the set, so 50 cents for the brush, 50 cents for the mug. That's a really good deal, in my opinion. Now this one says, Ship Grand Turk, Salem, 1786. So I don't know if this is probably from the 70s or maybe even the early 80s. But I have another one that I bought at a flea market. I think I paid less than $1 for it. But I like these nonetheless because they're very nautical with the different ships and just the different styles of nautical themes on them. So I thought for $1 that was well worth it. I have no idea what this is. It's either an ashtray or maybe it's a coin tray. For a game, it was 99 cents. And you push this little lever down and the different shapes on the different playing cards come up. So we got the diamond, we've got the spade, we've got the heart, we've got the club. Politics aside, I thought this was really funny. It says no trumps on it. So whether this is a change tray or some kind of gambling piece, or whatever it is, I just thought it was interesting and I had to pick it up for $1. That would just be a cool display piece in like a game room or something. There's only a 9 mark on the bottom, but I just thought that was interesting. For $0.25, I found these 70s Math Division flashcards. They're not made by Whitman. They're made by EDU Cards from Bethlehem, PA. These will probably just go to Miss Stonehome for her to craft with or to use for, I know she's helping her son out with his math and his words and spelling right now, so these might come in handy. And they have the original price tag on them from a place called Drug Fair for $1. So I paid 75% off of that price. So this was sitting at the vendor mall the last time I was there, about a month ago, that my dad has a booth in. And I didn't want to get it because it was marked $7. The booth was having a 50% off sale, so I got it for $3.50. It's made by, I think that says Modern Toys, Japan. It's a Model T. I think it's supposed to be a Model T. In very good condition. The paint on it is in great shape. And it's a little dusty, so I'm going to probably clean that up. These toys may have had something come with it, but that doesn't bother me. I just like the car. So I thought that was really, really cool. In terms of the age, I think it could be anywhere from the 50s or 60s. I think, or maybe it could be 40s too. I could be wrong because I know that plastic was used on a lot of toys back then because metal was not, I guess it wasn't really used a whole lot because a lot of that was used during the war effort, but that could be in the US. This was made in Japan, so that may have been a different story over there. But again, I could be wrong. Sometimes I just take a rough guesstimate. But it's definitely up there in age. I'm leaning more towards the 60s because of the plastic wheels, but I thought $350 was a really good price for that. Running along with the baby planters, I found this really adorable train one. It's kind of floral and girly, but I mean, I'll take it for what it is. It's really, really dirty, so I'm going to have to clean it up real well. No cracks or chips. It does have a musical function, which I will play because I can actually shut it off with that switch there. I guess it's playing the tune Go to Sleep. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. It's made in Japan. That stamp right there is for Rubens. I paid 75 cents for this, by the way. See, Rubens Originals, Japan. I will be keeping that and hoarding him with all the other baby planters that I find that I like. So I found another one of these plastic canvas door decorations. I paid 50 cents for it. I have one for Christmas, and now I have one for Halloween. This one's got a witch and a jack-o'-lantern on it. I think I paid $0.25 for the other one, so that was still a really good deal. Normally I don't go for a lot of this kind of stuff, but these are alright because they're not too big and they're not too ugly. Also from the Goodwill outlet, I got 2 more zippers to add to my zipper stash for Pudgy Picker and her sister Kim. These cost me 4 cents each, so less than a nickel. I couldn't leave them behind for that. My Goodwill outlet store has really been bare lately. When I say bare, I mean I'm just not finding stuff. But I mean it's win or lose with stores like that, but I mean I go in there and I find some things, but it's not like how it used to be. I mean, things change. Everyone's out shopping for Christmas now, or at least they're starting to. Especially seeing all the stores pile up all their Christmas decor. It's making me sick. So this was a really cool piece. I got this at the vendor mall, where my dad has a booth. And this is a local piece to me. I really liked the blonde girl in the bathing suit. And what I'm thinking about doing with this is I might head over to Walmart maybe on Friday after I'm done working and seeing if I can find a shadow box frame. You know, the wooden frames, but there's glass on both sides so it's see-through. And I was thinking about putting this in there if I can find one that fits and hanging it up in this room somewhere because I think it's definitely got a nautical, beachy theme to it. In terms of the age, not exactly sure because I know a lot of these souvenir pendants were made for many years. It is felt and it's in very good condition. There are no holes in it. I did pay $3 for it. I thought that was a really good deal. And I just liked the art and I liked the colors. I liked the image of the pretty girl in the swimsuit because that definitely helps date it. Okay, and the last item for this segment happens to be these chained dogs. I paid $3.50 for the set. Let me adjust my camera here. So this could be a hound dog, maybe? Like a basset hound, or like, I don't know, whatever dogs some people take hiking or hunting with them. So it's got 3 pups, very, very cute. Lindsay over at Mad Girls Vintage scored on the chained animals. She found those really awesome pink bunnies. Those were awesome. And when she showed us the comps on eBay for how much those sell for, holy crap, does that make me want to try to find a set. And plus I would put them out with Easter if I could find them. That's the beauty of thrifting though, you just never know what you're going to find. So I have a few more items I'd like to share with you all, so let's go ahead and jump right into those. So that's all I have for you today. Be sure and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to know when new videos are posted. All the links to my social media accounts via Instagram are down below as well, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys!